Hi everyone, Artemis here, and today we're going to talk about how some folks in the Sailor Moon followership, not all of them, but some of them, think they're greater than others. You know, like first off, in the Sailor Moon followership, it falls into many followerships. Like first you got the dog gathering followership, then you have the clothing playing followership. And then you have, I guess you call it drawing show followership, but then again, and how these folks in every one of the followership, some of them think they're greater than others. They do. Not all of them, but some of them might be guilty of that. So, you know how the doll gatherers tend to want nothing to do with the clothing players. So you'll have Sailor Moon doll gatherers who gather every Sailor Moon doll ever made, you know, and some of them might think they're greater than others. And then you might have the clothing players, the ones that, clothe themselves and play as the self that they are clothed as. And some of them will think they're greater than you, but they're not. So yeah, it need be true. They don't got every Sailor Moon thing, ever made. But it doesn't make someone greater than someone else. It does not. But there are some Sailor Moon followers out there who think that, oh well, they know their Dawnlandish names, and they got every film and disc ever made and every book ever written, and they have every doll ever made. So then they think they don't want nothing to do with you. And some of them might think that, playing with your dolls is beneath them. And there are some Sailor Moon followers who believe they're greater than others. Not all of them, but some of them do. They look at their big gathering of films and discs and books and dolls and whatever, and some of them feel that they're greater than someone else. Well, they're not. It's true we don't got every single thing ever made, and we can't afford to buy every single thing that was being made or was made. And it's true that we like the Deacon Pioneer one, which sometimes puts you, but it doesn't make, and we don't, but it doesn't make you greater than everyone else out there, and some of them might, do gatekeeping, where they will say, oh well, you don't have the right to think this way or do this thing. And some of them are guilty of gatekeeping. Not all of them, but some of them are. Some of them out there, get irked or angered if you don't call them by their Dawnish borrowed names, and instead call them by their Latinish, Frenchish, Spanish, Hebrewish, Hellenish, Farsius, and, Blacklandish borrowed names. Those out there who, if your take on Sailor Moon isn't the same as theirs, then they want nothing to do with you. Well, there are some out there who do believe that, who do have that mindset and stand. I'm here to tell you, you're not greater than any other Sailor Moon follower. It isn't like the Toei Business and Adeline Niall Goldings is going to give you an award since you got every single Sailor Moon thing ever made or is being made. So yeah, what's the award to you folks? And you're not greater than anyone else, But yes, there are some in a Sailor Moon followership that, want nothing to do with you. Like, if you do film with dolls in it, like we're doing now, then a lot of Sailor Moon followers will say, oh, I want nothing to do with you. I have there were some well-known folks in the Sailor Moon followership who may have watched some of our films and then later on wrote on some other website somewhere because they couldn't tell you themselves that, oh, I don't really like, their films, or I don't like their take on it. Well, fine, if you don't like the films or the take on it, that's fine. But thinking you're greater than someone else is not true. Or shaming and guilting them for, liking the Deke or Cloverware or Pioneer, whatever, one out there. So, there are some folks in the Sailor Moon followership who do believe they're greater than others, or think that they are, standing, or think that they got to shield the followership from folks, who they think's wronging it. Because I have someone one time, and I know that they don't like us talking about it, but that's too bad because that's gatekeeping all the same, is that they didn't like it when we were, making films talking about why we liked the Deacon Pioneer one, when they liked the Toei one at the time. This was before the Viz one came out, and then got really irked and angered over Ernest P. Worrell being Sailor Earth, and then said it was a slight on Naoko Takaguchi. So yeah. But not everyone in the Sailor Moon followership behaves this way. Some do, some don't. If you like this film, then let us know what you think. Do you think some folks in the Sailor Moon followership are guilty of believing they're greater than others? Or some are guilty of gatekeeping, or others guilty of whatever? Let us know what you think. I, Artemis, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.